It's morphin' time. Pterodactyl.
Hi there, this is Datila with Rangers of Wrestling, bringing you the latest Wrestling Time Post Show. And for tonight, I will review AEW Dynamite. Holy smokes. Okay, let's start off by talking about this main event. It was the Owen Hart Foundation men's quarterfinals match. It was an anything goes match. It was Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy, and what many would say a dream match. Ever since AEW first started, like I liked Darby Allin right away, and he sort of reminded me of Jeff Hardy. And then when Jeff Hardy joined AEW, I was like, we have to have a match between Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin. There's just no way. I apologize. Give me 1 second. I do apologize for that. Some barky dogs. All right. So, like I said, this was a dream match, not only for me, but I'm sure this was a dream match for plenty of people. I don't even know where to start. I'm so glad they made this an anything goes match. Would it have been good just for it to be a regular match? Yes, I do think that. But I'm really glad it was just an anything goes match because we got to see some crazy spots. Like, I legit thought Darby Allin was going to like die. So, like as soon as the bell rang, Darby Allin went after Jeff Hardy. Ooh, I felt so bad for Darby Allin when he crashed face first onto those steel steps. That looked like it hurt. It really did. Jeff Hardy, though, using those steel steps to do a flying clothesline to Darby Allin, which I thought was pretty cool and impressive. And then poor Jeff Hardy went spine first into the steel post. Oh my god, I am so glad. Like, I was kind of disappointed because like when they did the ladder, like I thought it went to commercial picture in picture, and I was like, there's no way they're gonna do a ladder spot in picture in picture. I was really hoping that it was in picture in picture, and it was not in picture in picture. Like as soon as we came back, you see Darby Allin climb to the top of the ladder, and he moonsault from that ladder to Jeff Hardy on a bunch of chairs. Like that was freaking crazy. Oh my god, when he did that coffin drop and he landed in the middle of the ring apron, like holy smokes, I thought like oh my god, that was crazy. Jeff Hardy with the swanton bomb, and Darby Allin moves, and so he lands on the steel steps. Ouch. Like ouch. That was like it hurt. And this match ends when Jeff Hardy does it looked like a roll-up pin onto Darby Allin. He used the ladder to kind of like prevent Darby Allin from kicking out. Like, I wanted this match to be longer. Like, I really did. Because I was having so much fun in this match. But Jeff Hardy ends up being victorious. So now we know it'll be next week. It'll be him versus Adam Cole, baby, in the semifinals. So, but this was a great match. Great main event. I wanted to see it more. I wanted the match to be longer. Kind of disappointed that it wasn't. But at the end, we get Adam Cole and the Young Bucks who come out and they set the Hardys. And of course, Darby Allin and Jeff Hardy shake hands. So I'm really glad. That was a great main event. Great way to end Dynamite. They're teasing the Bucks versus the Hardy Boys. Will probably happen at Double or Nothing. But with that being said, AEW Dynamite kicked off with the Owen Hart men's quarterfinals. It was Adam Cole baby versus Dax Harwood. I have to say, before the match started, I was surprised Martha Hart was in attendance. Like, in all my years watching wrestling, I have never seen Martha Hart on wrestling programming. So it was quite surprising to see her on TV. Like, really, like she was watching this match as well as the rest of the Owen Hart matches. And that just left me speechless even before the match started. She actually watched this match. So at one point, Dax Harwood crashes into the steel steps. And he did 2 German suplexes to Adam Cole. And then he did a third one. Adam Cole did 2 German suplexes to Dax Harwood. And using the top rope, Dax power bombs Adam Cole. Then I didn't notice something. Both men are wearing pink and black. And Dax has white boots on. Which, paying homage to the Hart Foundation. Oh my god, my favorite spot in this match is when Dax Harwood uses the sharpshooter on Adam Cole. And I thought it looked like the match was going to end in a count out when Dax almost failed to make the 10 count. But luckily for us, he got to the ring for the number 10. And then in the end, I was so shocked by this outcome and this ending. Like, Adam Cole puts Dax Harwood in the sharpshooter. And Dax Harwood taps out. I was shocked by that outcome because I really did think Dax Harwood was going to take this because he said he needed to win this for his family, for the Hart family, and I was just I really thought Dax was going to take this to the finals, and for him to tap out to Adam Cole, I was just oh my god. Now I'm curious to see where this goes and who's going to win the men's, because now that Dax Harwood is eliminated from this, does this mean Adam Cole is going to win? Oh my god, it's just, my mind was blown by it, I have to say. So I'm curious to see now who the outcome is, Adam Cole or Jeff Hardy. I think Adam Cole. All right. So then we have CM Punk versus John Silver, who is a hometown hero. Of course, Hangman Adam Page is on commentary for this. And CM Punk comes out 2 boos. He comes out wearing the John Tavares jersey, who's former Islanders captain, who now plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So yeah, that did not sit well with the Long Islanders. And they booed CM Punk. I really like the great combo kick that John Silver did to CM Punk. And I really like that roundhouse kick that CM Punk did to John Silver. Oh my god. CM Punk using Adam Hangman's buckshot lariat to John Silver to win the match. Holy smokes. I was talking about using your finisher. Now that CM Punk did that, I want to see Hangman use either the Anaconda Vice or the GTS in a match, just to get back at CM Punk for that. CM Punk tells Hangman it's nothing personal. It's just business. He said last week that Hangman said he was going to destroy him. Punk says that Hangman's going to shake his hand either conscious or unconscious. And then Hangman flips him off. So I cannot wait for Hangman Adam Page versus CM Punk at Double or Nothing. I actually might be at Double or Nothing, but more on that later. So, the AEW has done a really good job at building this match. And, it seems to me CM Punk is going to be the heel, and obviously Hangman's going to be the face. I said this a while back. If there's a perfect time for CM Punk to lose for the title, to challenge and lose for the title, is in Las Vegas as opposed to his hometown of Chicago, because anyone would get booed in Chicago and you're gonna have a riot on your hands. So alrighty, so next we had Danhausen versus Toni Nese. I was so excited for this because I've never seen Danhausen wrestle, and I was really looking forward to seeing him wrestle. And I said that Danhausen was going to come out to the ring by himself and Hook would come out later. I was right. So this was a quick squash match. I think Danhausen might still be injured, might still have a broken leg. I'm not entirely sure. But he comes out, he curses Toni Nese and Mark Sterling. I look like he cursed Danhausen. And so, Toni Nese wins this. It's a very quick squash match. And then he hits him with the running knee. And then Hook comes out and he aids Danhausen. And Toni Nese and Mark Sterling leave. And Danhausen extends his hand to Hook, and Hook shakes it. And so, oh my god, so now in the buy-in, we're going to get Hookhausen versus Toni Nese and Mark Sterling. I'm so excited for that because I cannot wait for that shirt to be released. I'm gonna buy that shirt when it comes out. I'm really, really excited for this pairing. I feel like they're perfect contracts of each other, so cannot wait. Alrighty. So then we get the contract signing between Wardlow and MJF. And I have to say, contracts in wrestling never end well. So right off the back, one of the things that I like about this is that MJF does a whole parody of Dark Side of the Ring commercial. Like, it's narrated by Chris Jericho. And like when you first see it, I'm thinking to myself, like, what? There's gonna be a season 4? Like, I could have sworn like Dark Side of the Ring was canceled. Then you see it's about MJF and Wardlow. So I was just laughing the entire time because this was good. This was really good. I really enjoyed it. And then when it cuts to the actual like ring, MJF says, this is going to be a true underdog story. He makes a reference to the American roller coaster Cody Rhodes, and he talks about what's going to happen in 2024, but the guy in the back won't like it, referencing to MJF's contract expiring in 2024. So he said the poor but still beautiful in the cheap seats, up in the rafters. He doesn't want anybody to like walk out while Wardlow is talking. Wardlow's gonna get whipped at Double or Nothing, and in order for him to get a match, he has to undergo some conditions. Number one, he has to get. Oh, okay. So this is the part I like. He has to go 10 whippings, but I really like the fact that MJF was like, "Oh, you're not gonna get 1, you're not gonna get 2, 3," and he starts counting until he gets to 9, and he hands it over to Shawn Spears, who, if you guys don't know, or if you forgot, Shawn Spears used to be Ty Dillinger up at WWE, and he had the perfect 10 gimmick. So I thought that was really cool. Give me 1 second, you guys. I thought it was really, really cool that that Shawn Spears did the whole 10 thing. It was like, I thought it was a reference to his old gimmick, the perfect 10 gimmick, which I really, really like that reference. It was a fun reference. And then, of course, the second condition is that MJF, Wardlow has to face Shawn Spears in a cage match, with MJF being special guest ref. And if Wardlow loses, he cannot sign a contract with the AEW. So, of course, like I said, contracts in wrestling never end well. So Wardlow then destroys the security. He drops Shawn Spears with a single shot, and then Sterling tries to save MJF, but pays the price and gets a powerbomb through a table. So, very good segment. Absolutely love that segment. MJF and Wardlow are so good. Like, really, they are. I cannot wait for that match. So before I move on to the next match, I have to say we had a backstage segment with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter, and they were talking about how Jamie Hayter has to take on Toni Storm, and Tony Schiavone makes reference, well, what if Jamie Hayter wins, and it's her versus Britt, if Britt wins her match against the Joker, and they kind of tease it, but we'll get more onto that. So then we have the FTW Championship. It's Jungle Boy versus Ricky Starks. This was a good match. I feel like both men will evenly match. I really like the Rochambeau to Jungle Boy, but obviously Jungle Boy kicked out the first time, or I think he countered it. Ricky Starks breaks free from the snare trap with using two fingers on the rope. And here's the thing. Swerve Strickland comes out because he tries to stop Ricky Starks, but then he causes a distraction. So my question is, was this distraction intentional or was it accidental? Accidental or intentional? What do you guys think? I don't know, because it seemed kind of like he was trying to tell the ref to get back in the ring, because like while this was going on, like Jungle Boy had Ricky Starks pinned for the 3 count, and like I don't know. I want to think it was accidental, but it looked like it was intentional. let me see. Michael 101591. It's going to be a three-way match at Dawn. Christian is training on Jurassic Express. Yeah, they definitely teased it. So I was gonna get to that. So obviously Ricky Starks wins this. And then Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland stare at Starks and Hobbs. Christian comes out. And Jungle Boy has like his back to Christian and he's like on the ropes. And then Christian's kind of just like staring at him. And it kind of looked like he was going to attack Jungle Boy. But instead he gives Jungle Boy a hug. And he's got like this look on his face that's like, So it kind of tells me like he's going to turn on Jurassic Express. So. Good segment. All right. Then we have the Jericho Appreciation Society segment. They make a reference to the AEW Galaxy. So I guess you guys were at Galaxy now, making fun of the WWE Universe type of thing. Jericho says that everybody knows that tonight is a place of hometown heroes, and he is one of them. He was born a couple of blocks away at Manhasset, New York, and he moved away pretty quickly because the LI sucks. That's what he was saying. He said systematically he got rid of Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, and he tells Kingston to stay at home with his wife so that she doesn't so until she gets better. But if she doesn't, to have her call Chris Jericho. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe Jericho went there. And then they said that nothing stops a sports entertainer. Every time a sports entertainer steps into the ring with a pro wrestler, a sports entertainer wins. I don't think it's entirely true because I remember this one time on Rampage, QT Marshall was like sports entertainer of the week and he lost his match. Michael 1015 saying this segment was awesome. Yeah, it definitely was. I don't know which segment I like better, this one or the contract signing. The contract signing was pretty great too. And then Jon Moxley comes out. And Jericho tries to say that there's 5 of them and only 1 of him. So the rest of the Blackpool Combat Club comes out, which is Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta, and William Regal. And then while they're still outnumbered 4-5, then while the Jericho Appreciation Society is like staring at the Blackpool Combat Club, behind them is Santana, Ortiz, and Kingston. So now the Jericho Appreciation Society is outnumbered 6-5. And just to be fair, like 6-5 is not fair. Okay, 6 against 5 is not a fair fight. Okay, just to let everybody know, the contract signing was better. Yeah, definitely, I do agree. I know, Chris Jericho deserved it, but I'm just saying, like 6 against 5 is not a fair fight. Okay, like let's make it even 5-on-5. But my favorite part of this segment was at the end where William Regal sucker punched Chris Jericho. I mean, there was a brawl broke out, which I expected to happen, but I did not expect William Regal to sucker punch Chris Jericho. Hands down, best part of that segment. Oh my god, that was hilarious. All right, then we get the Owen Hart Foundation Women's quarterfinals. It's Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. So this is a match we were expecting. They've been teasing this match, or actually not teasing it, I guess you can say. They've been promoting this match for weeks now, and it didn't disappoint. It's actually a really good match. Kind of surprised Toni Storm won because it's like they teased what would happen if Britt wins her match and Jamie Hayter wins her match. So then what happens there? I kind of wanted to see that. I guess storyline-wise, it makes sense. Toni Storm will probably face Britt Baker. We found out that next week it's going to be wild card week. It's going to be Britt Baker versus the Joker and just Samoa Joe versus the Joker. So I'm still pretty curious to see who the Jokers are. I think the Jokers are going to be Deonna Purrazzo and Claudio, formerly known as Cesaro. I could be wrong. Who do you guys think the Jokers are going to be? I knew Toni Storm was winning. It was a good match between her and Jamie. Yeah, it definitely was. But who do you guys think the Jokers are going to be? I was also thinking maybe Johnny Gargano could be a Joker. What if it's Miro, a returning Miro, and he faces Samoa Joe? I personally think Samoa Joe is losing his match just because I feel like Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, and Tom Singh are going to cost him his match. Britt Baker, on the other hand, I feel like she's going to win her match. So I don't know how much I wanted to beat Deonna Purrazzo. I don't want to see Deonna Purrazzo lose to Britt Baker. I don't. So I don't know. Mia Yim is out of the question because she just signed with Impact. Maybe Candice LeRae, maybe if she's ready to go. I mean, I know she just had a baby in February. I don't know if you could be ready to go that fast. Maybe Athena. So I don't know. It's just the possibilities are endless. But back to the match. Let's see. The Jokers are going to be Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. If Candice is not the Joker in the match, I think it might be Athena. Everybody keeps saying Candice LeRae, but like I said, she just had a baby in February. I know it takes like about 6 to 8 weeks to bounce back from pregnancy. I don't know if she'll be ready to go that quick, but if she is, and she is a Joker, I'm like, hey, more power to her for doing that, because it's not easy to bounce back. So, like I said, great match between Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter. I'm really excited to see a Britt versus Toni Storm, so I cannot wait for that. And then in the main event, it was the Owen Hart Foundation's men quarterfinals, Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy. I talked about this match in the beginning, but just to kind of sum it up, like, this match was incredible. I felt like it was a little short. It could have been a little longer, and I wanted it to be longer, and it left me wanting for more. Like I said, ever since I saw Darby Allin wrestle, like, he reminded me of Jeff Hardy. And when Jeff Hardy signed with AEW, I was like, that's going to be a dream match. And I'm so glad they made this an anything goes match. Like, I really so glad they did, because it was amazing. It was epic. Darby versus Jeff was the best match of the night. Yeah, definitely. Hands down the best match of the night. But with that being said, overall, it was a solid show. I enjoyed this show. And dare I say, I think tonight's show was a Ty Dillinger. It was a perfect 10. 10. Yes, Michael 101591 agrees with me. It was a 10 out of 10 show. Yeah, definitely a perfect 10. There's not one thing I disliked about it. Great wrestling. And the 2 hours went by fast. And you don't ever feel that way with a Raw and SmackDown. But with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching and for your continued support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow after Impact Wrestling. Have a great night. Bye, you guys.